Administration Board meeting at 2:35 p.m. For the record, in attendance is the Honorable Daniel P. McCoy, County Executive, and the Honorable Bruce Hidley, Albany County Clerk. I'd now like to entertain a motion to accept the meeting minutes from October 22nd, 2018.
Make the motion.
And I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Meeting minutes are carried. First on the agenda today is contract number 4382. Department is our correctional facility. The vendor is Claris Linen Systems. The estimated term is a one-year agreement with two one-year renewal options. The scope of service to provide laundry linen service for the Albany County Correctional Facility. It is 100% county funded. I now open the floor for comments or questions.
Same man from the jail facility. Wow, I didn't see you down there. How you doing?
Basically, New York State Industries of Disabled held the contract with, and Claris was the provider. They are no longer participating with serving the contract, so we had to send it out to bid, and Claris was the sole vendor to respond. So we currently use them, and they're wonderful.
Can you clarify the estimated term? It just says 1 year. Is there like a beginning and ending, and then when
So
does
it
it?
will begin January 1st
Of 2019.
About the rate price, 60,000, Karen?
The right price for 1 year?
Per year.
Per year. It's per year,
It's not to
right?
exceed, yeah.
Yeah, so they'll have to come back for their renewal options.
So it's 60,000 for 1 year, correct? And this is just for all the linen for the beds and stuff?
Yeah.
Can we have the inmates do it themselves?
I wish we could, but it's just, we don't have in our facility, we don't have industrial washers to do that.
Buy the regular ones for each tear, that one in
We
that Sobe chair?
do that.
Oh, yeah, I thought so, right?
Currently, we do that for the towels. But as far as like their clothing, it needs to be shipped out.
You know? Oh.
Yeah.
You would know, not me.
We'd have to like knock down walls to get those kinds of equipment into our facility in our laundry unit, which I don't believe we could do that.
Any further comments or questions? Entertain a motion?
Make a motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Contract is carried. Next on the agenda is contract number 4381. Department is probation. The vendor is Automon LLC. The estimated term is 1/15/2019 through 1/14/2020. The scope of service of the annual support and maintenance of probation automation system Caseload Explorer is 100% county funded. I open the floor for comments or questions.
If I could just clarify before the commissioner starts, or the
Sure.
director starts, the amount that's on the summary, the 26,559.83 cents, is the actual amount for the contract?
It's not 26,560?
No, our software for that rounded up, so they'll have the correct amount.
So what is the correct amount?
26,559.83 cents. 17 cents difference, but just so it's on the record. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Commissioner.
Thank you, Mr. Lee, and thank you, Mr. McCoy. This system, we've had it used for many years. This is a system that's used in all probation departments in New York State. It is a sole source, and it is also under a New York State contract, has a fee and a per-user fee for that amount. It contains all of our probation records, our notes, events, documents, images. And it also has an accounting module, which we accept any restitution or fees and are able to provide a receipt using our system.
Actually, for what your system does, it sounds like a pretty darn good price to me.
State contract.
Can our IT department do this?
I don't know if they could do this one. They do house it on their server, though. And
It's in our cloud storage.
Yeah, no, we're lucky to have that. The vendor offers that, but we don't do it. The county's able to provide that service for us.
Any other comments or questions?
How long is this for?
For 1 year, January 15th through the 14th of the following year.
Gotcha.
Entertain a motion.
Make a motion to pass.
And I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Carried.
Thank you very much.
Next on the agenda is contract number 4423. The department is our nursing home. The vendor is Johnson Controls Fire Protection. The estimated amount is $38,200. The estimated term is 1/1/19 through 12/31/20. Scope of service to perform alarm testing and maintenance of the Albany County Nursing Home Fire Alarm System. This will include service, repairs, and labor as necessary. It is 100% county funded. I now open the floor for comments or questions.
Yes, this is a 2-year agreement with Johnson Controls. It used to be Simplex Grinnell. Johnson Controls purchased the company. This is a new contract. They will do the annual testing as well as monthly testing as needed and any repairs.
Any other comments or questions?
Can you do that now?
No,
Why not?
don't have the equipment.
Kind of
It has to be done by a third party anyways.
It does?
Yes,
You're very confident in that answer. Where's that in rank?
I can get it for you.
I'd like to see that.
Just to clarify, County Executive, our insurance company requires this as well.
Don't help him. Okay. I was just too confident with that quick response.
That's a good thing, Mr. County Executive. That means your staff is very confident in what they do.
I know, that's, I was just showing to see if he's right or not.
Thank you for that clarification.
Andy, can you take care of these for me, Andy?
I'm gonna leave now while I'm ahead.
All right, any other further comments or questions? I'll entertain a motion.
Make a motion?
Seconded. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Contract is carried. Next on the agenda is contract number 4422. The nursing home is the department. The vendor is First Light. The estimated term is 1/1/2019 through 12/31/2022. The estimated amount is $34,575. The scope of service to provide internet services at the nursing home that will perform our residents to connect to their devices. This contract complements the previous request for First Light and internet services that rerouted our connection through the jail property to 112 State Street, 100% county funded. And I'll open the floor for comments or questions.
Yes, we were here last month with First Light. We didn't realize that there were 2 parts to the agreement. It reroutes our wire connectivity from the jail through 112 State Street as recommended by our IT department. And this will allow the residents to have internet service and with the new devices that they have now, have connectivity, which currently they don't have with some of their devices.
So this is a 3-year agreement, so I'm assuming it's $34,575 per year,
For the 3 years.
but the total is
Total.
Total, that's
That's the total. 34,575 is for 3 years.
It's about $900 a month.
Okay.
Doesn't add up.
9 and change, I don't have the exact dollar.
What's that?
Should be 11 to 525.
That would come out to $34,575.
75. What? You are
Any other
correct.
comments or questions? Entertain a motion.
Make a motion.
Seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Contract is carried. Next on the agenda is contract number 4421. The department is nursing home. The vendor is Eckerd Mechanical. The estimated amount is $23,835. The estimated term is 1/1/19 through 12/31/21 to provide preventative maintenance and emergency service to the nursing home's HVAC system, and repairs with labor as detailed in their contract. Is 100% county funded. I open the floor for comments or questions.
This is a contract for the county, and this is the nursing home's portion of that contract to maintain our HVAC system as needed during the course of the 3-year agreement.
And the same question, that would be $23,835 for the entire project period of 3 years?
Yes.
How much a month would that be, Mr. Worley?
Monthly, I didn't figure that out. It's about $9,075 a year, I believe.
Well, we can go back to back to Dave. How much is that per month?
I didn't think about that.
Okay. 1197. Thank you.
Right.
If it's 2 years, it's 2 years.
It's 2-year contract.
Any other further questions or comments?
You don't have a HVAC gentleman or woman up there who does that type of stuff?
Not to the specifications that we need it for.
Does he have the answer, Eugene?
That I don't know.
Okay. Show me later.
Yeah, I could do that later.
All right, I'll entertain a motion.
Make a motion?
I'll second it. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Carried.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Larry. Next on the agenda is contract number 4436. The department is road machinery maintenance. The vendor is Johnson Controls, estimated term of 3 years, estimated amount of $99,000. Scope of service, the approval to enter into an agreement with Johnson Controls for the preventive maintenance and necessary repairs of the department's HVAC systems. It's 100% county funded. I now open the floor for comments or questions.
Thank you, gentlemen. I will try to explain for our DPW department. There was a bid placed out for the preventive maintenance for the HVAC systems at our locations. Preventative maintenance aspect is $17,250, and this contract is to cover any additional repairs needed.
Okay.
The $99,000 figure, that's the total for the 3 years, so it's $33,000 per year?
Yes,
If needed, correct?
if needed.
If needed.
And what's that covering, Sean, for the DPW? The main building out there in,
The main building and the
All-
subdivision.
Yes.
oh, okay, all right, that makes sense. I was like, wait a minute. Because I'm looking at the nursing home for 23, for 2 years, and I'm looking at this, so all right, that makes sense, definitely. I have no further questions, Chairman.
Okay, entertain a motion.
Make a motion?
Seconded, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Carried. Next on the agenda is contract number 4435. Road machinery maintenance is the department. The vendor is HL Gage. It's estimated term of 1 year, estimated amount of $99,000 to purchase of parts and repairs for International Harvester trucks, 100% county funded. I open the floor for comments or questions.
Yes. This is a one-year contract related to an RFP that was submitted to fix International Harvester trucks as needed in the course of that year.
Okay, I'd also like to note for the record that HL Gage was the sole responsive and
Yes.
responsible bidder for this particular project.
There's also 2 one-year renewals as per the RFP.
Shouldn't that be on the agreement here?
Yeah, it's not on there, Sean.
Okay, you can put it on there?
Yes, please.
So we're 1 year agreement with 2 additional 1 year terms?
Yes,
Correct.
please. Thank you.
Yeah, it's in the letter on the second page from Lisa Lamondo.
Anything else? Entertain a motion?
Make a motion?
Seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Carried. Next on the agenda is contract number 4433. Department is Building Services. The vendor is Posler and Jacob Corporation. The estimated amount is $95,595. The estimated term is 3 years. The scope of services is HVAC preventive maintenance and emergency services to include HVAC preventive maintenance for 60 South Pearl Street, 224 South Pearl Street, 250 and 260 South Pearl Street, 175 Green Street, and 24 Martin Road, and it's 100% county funded. I now open the floor for comments or questions.
Yes, the Department of General Services put out an RFP for all HVAC maintenance and preventive maintenance for all the Bath County buildings. Every one of these vendors was the lowest responsible bidder. It's a 3-year contract, how we can lock them in for 3 years under pricing. It does include some extra in there for any kind of emergency repairs. And some of these contracts are covered in the OCA portion of it. They reimburse for like the Justice Center, the courthouse, and family quarters. Some of it is reimbursable. You see in the figures, if you look at the next ones that are coming up, they're all together. They're percentages that they would be covering in those contracts.
Okay. I guess I'm going to entertain the same question as before. Is the estimated term is 3 years? Do you have a time frame for that?
Yes, the time frame on there is starts 1/1 of 2019 through 12/31 of 2019.
Through what?
12/31 of 2021.
1 year or 3 year, dude?
It's 3 year.
So
You
that-
also have it, I'm sorry, Bruce.
Oh, go ahead.
No problem. Apologize.
No, go ahead.
No, he has it on his letter here too, the second part. For 3 years, term, total not to exceed the cost of $95,000.
Okay. The letter from Karen is very specific as to the amount each of the contractors are going to be paid for this project. Thank you very much for that. I don't have any further questions. How about you, Mr. County
I have
Executive?
none.
I'll entertain a motion,
Make a motion to approve.
and I seconded it. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Carried. Next on the agenda is contract 4432. Department is Building Services. Vendor is Johnson Controls, Inc. The estimated amount is $81,060. The estimated term is 3 years. And it's HVAC presented maintenance and emergency services to include HVAC preventive maintenance for 112 State Street and 6 Lodge Street. This one is broken up into two fiscal impact fundings. The county is going to be 70% and the state is 30%. I now open the floor for comments or questions.
Correct, this is part of the same RFP that we had put out. We broke it down as what the state would be as far as their portion of this contract at 30%. For Lodge Street, I think it's for their portion of the repair, I think it's 63% for it, but if you break it down through the whole contract, it comes out to 30% that the state is responsible for.
And once again, Karen's done a good job in providing us the applicable amount of money for each of the vendors involved with this, and thank you very much for that. Any other comments or questions?
I have none.
Entertain a motion,
Make a motion.
and I'll second that. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Contract is carried. Next on the agenda is contract number 4431, Building Services Department. M-Tech is the vendor. The estimated amount is $89,736. The estimated term is 3 years. HVAC preventative maintenance, emergency and services to include chiller preventive maintenance for 112 State and 6 Lodge Street. And this is fiscal impact is broken down into two categories. The county is 63% and the state is 37%. I now open the floor for comments or questions.
Again, this was part of the same RFP process that we went through. They were awarded these services through the contract.
And same question as the first and second, it's the same term,
Correct.
1/19 through
Correct.
12/31/21. Any other questions or comments?
No?
Entertain a motion.
Make a motion.
I'll second it. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Carried. Next on the agenda is contract number 4430, Building Services Department. Vendor is John W. Danforth Company. The estimated amount is $24,935. The estimated term is 3 years. The scope of service, HVAC, preventative maintenance, emergency services include boiler preventive maintenance for 112 State Street and 60 Pearl Street, South Pearl Street. And this one's 100% county funded. I'll open the floor for comments or questions.
Correct, this is part of the same RFP. This is part of the boiler. We broke all the systems down this year to make sure that we got competitive bidding on each of the different systems that we have. Each building has different systems, boilers. They were the lowest responsibility for the boiler repair and emergency services here at 112 and 60 State Street, or 60 South Pearl, 60 South Pearl Street.
I have no questions.
No, just the same 3-year period again, correct?
Correct.
Thank you. So I'll entertain a motion,
Make a motion.
and I'll second it. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Carried. And contract number 4429, Building Services, is the department. The vendor is Eastern Heating and Cooling, Inc. The estimated amount is $73,200. The estimated term is 3 years. The scope of services, HVAC preventative maintenance and emergency services for 16 Eagle Street. And this one is broken down, the fiscal impact would be 33% to the county and 67% to the state. And I open the floor for comments or questions.
Correct, same RFP. They were awarded this contract because there is only air handler units over there. So that's why you see it's broken down with the state at 67%, because they were the lone bidder on that, the winner of that portion of the contract.
So obviously this is for 16 Eagle Street, so that I'm assuming that the 67% of the state portion is because they...
OCA, they take 67% of the building under their contract.
Okay. Any other comments or
No,
questions?
I'm good.
Entertain a motion.
Make a motion.
Seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Carried. And the final item on the agenda tonight is contract number 4444. The department is law.
Wait, hold on.
And, hold on one second, I know what to do.
Okay.
I'm just saying what it is. And what we need to do here is we need to entertain a motion to adjourn into executive session, and I'll make that motion that we adjourn,
Second.
and it's all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, aye. We're going to adjourn into executive session at 3:00 PM. We entertain a motion to re-adjourn into our regular CAB Administration Board meeting at 3:05 PM. And at this time, I'd like to entertain a motion that we accept contract number 4444.
Make the motion.
And I'll second it. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Carried.
Just want to say great work by your Department of Law on handling this case. Thank you.
So, my attorney for the county has informed me that I need to make a retraction from our earlier motion for the October 22nd CAB meeting minutes. So at this time, I will entertain a motion that we retract the motion at hand and entertain a new motion in the December CAB meeting minutes for October 22, 2018. So I'll make that motion.
I'm a favorite.
All right. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? We will redirect the October 22, 2018 CAB meeting minutes to the December meeting, whatever the date may be. And I'll entertain a motion to adjourn at 3:05 PM.
I got 309.
3:09 PM.
I'll second.
All right. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? We are adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.